Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to, and I guess grown-ups too. Apparently grown-ups are watching this. So welcome to ComBap Update Clopper Edition. Yeah, it says it right there down there at the bottom. So here's a ComBap update. We got a few things going on today. We got a story time coming up right away here, and also you all have submitted some questions for me to answer, and so I've come up with some answers for those, and we're going to get into that right after the story. So I think we'll start our story right away. Oh, yep, there it is. Cow makes a difference. So let's start. Just turn the page so I can start reading. Cow had some big ideas floating around in her little cow mind. She had been standing over by the fence post for a long time, just looking out across the field. The farmer, who had been passing by, gave Cow a big smile and slowly said, "Now don't you wish go getting any ideas about running off. Take your place is right here on the farm." And with that, he patted Cow on the back of her neck and quietly walked away. Pig had walked up behind the farmer and was now standing at the fence with Cow. "Hello, Cow," said Pig. "What's wrong? Is something bothering you?" Cow said, "I want to do something that will make people happy. I don't want to just stand around all the time. I want to make something of myself and make a difference." "Have you lost your mind?" Pig said, laughing. "You're nothing but a cow. You just keep on dreaming." As Pig walked up laughing, Cow quietly said to herself, "I'll show him. I'll show them all that I can be more than just a farm animal. Why, I'll even—" Just then, in mid-sentence, a paper blew across the ground and stuck to Cow's leg. It was crumpled and wrinkled and dirty, and it had slowly drifted across the big open field right over to Cow. She picked it up to see what it was. Oh, look, she's kind of got hooves that turn into hands, just like me. Everyone loves the city zoo. And there's a big gorilla in that picture. Cow turned her head and looked off to the right. She noticed the city skyline. She stood looking wide-eyed at the big city. The paper had given Cow an idea. Cow waited until it was dark. All the animals were asleep in their places. So was the farmer. Everyone was quiet. Cow silently crept out of the barn and across the field. She let the gate shut behind her and crossed the wide open field of grass toward the big city lights. By the next morning, Cow had made it all the way to the big city. She had finally arrived at the city zoo. She told the zookeeper about her big dream, how she wanted to be part of the zoo. She told him that she wanted to live there so that people could come and enjoy her. She told him that she just wanted to make a difference. A few moments of silence. The zookeeper tilted his head back and laughed. Finally, after he had mostly stopped laughing, he said, "You're a cow. People don't come to the zoo to see cows." The zookeeper continued, "People come to see tigers and elephants and lions and giraffes. You're just a common animal like a dog and a cat. You don't see any dogs and cat at the zoo, right? I'm sorry. We just don't have any place for a cow." Cow left disappointed by the zookeeper's words, but now more determined than ever, she began to wonder to herself, what if I were a monkey? Would they welcome me to the zoo if I was a monkey? She decided to find out. It took a while, but Cow finally figured out how to dress up like a monkey. Then Cow was invited to live with the monkeys. Cow had a great time playing with the monkeys until finally she realized that it was nap time. She shut her eyes, but before she could go to sleep, she heard the sounds of the monkeys jumping and crashing, playing and making cute little monkey noises. Cow tried very hard to sleep, but these monkeys wanted to jump around and be silly. It didn't take her very long to discover that cows do not make very good monkeys. So Cow dressed up to look like a penguin and moved in with them. The penguins were very cute, and Cow loved to watch them waddle around and swim in the water. Cow quickly realized, though, that it is very, very, very cold where the penguins live. Suddenly, a penguin jumped into the water right next to Cow, and Cow was splashed with freezing water. It only took a very short period of time to realize that cows do not make very good penguins. Cow remembered that she had seen the lions lying around in the sun all day. She decided to dress up like a lion and live with them. After a short time of living with the lions, Cow discovered how loud and frightening the lions were. The lions were big and strong, and Cow was very intimidated. She could see why cows do not make very good lions. Cow was disappointed. She had tried her best to be part of the zoo, but nothing really had worked for her. She just was not going to be very good at being any animal besides a cow. Cow reluctantly decided to leave the zoo. God had made her a cow, and that's what she should be. She began thinking about the farm that she had left behind. No matter how badly she wanted to be in the zoo, she could not be something that God did not create her to be. "Hey, Cow!" called the zookeeper's voice. "I heard that you have been up to. I heard that you dressed up like other animals so that you could be part of the zoo. If you still want to be part of the zoo, I will let you be in the children's petting zoo." The zookeeper led her out into the petting zoo area, and several children came up to her and to see her. Living in the big city, they had never seen a cow up close before. They hugged the cow and petted her. Everyone was so happy. Cow was especially happy. Finally, she was making a difference to someone, and all she had to do was be herself. That is what she always wanted. Cow thanked God for making her a cow. Back at the farm, the pigs were lying around in the mud. One pig eventually said, "I wonder whatever happened to that spotted cow that used to stand over there by the fence all day and daydream." Just then, a piece of paper blew across the ground and stuck to the side of the fence. Everyone loves the city zoo. Oh, isn't that sweet? Cow found a place where she was happy and where everyone loved her, just doing what God made her to do. And that's a good story for us children and everybody. It's just, as long as we're doing what God built us and created us to do, we're going to end up happy, and everybody else is going to end up happy around us, I think. And so now we got a bunch of questions got sent in to me. Oh, is that what's showing yet? Oh, well, we're starting with this, I guess. So turns out one of the questions was, have you ever done or will you ever consider doing a fashion shoot? And, the answer to this is, I haven't ever considered doing a fashion shoot. But, I figured I'd pick up a lot of pictures of when I had dressed up in the past. And just show you guys all of my cool dress-up times. Oh, there's some casual wear. That's just kind of what I wear when I'm just out for the day. And here, this is some fancy wear. Looks like maybe some South American stuff. And so this one's a little bit hard to see. It's kind of tiny. But hey, you know what? I like to dress up all the time. And, it makes for some great people approach me and talk to me about my clothes. And I get to hang out with them and talk to them and wear cool sunglasses like this. And yeah, I've been all over the place. And yeah, so here's just a bunch of photos. And so enjoy those while I just continue talking about some of these other questions I got. Another question is, how old am I and where was I born? And the answer to that is I'm 6 and I was born in Watrous. And hopefully that lines up with what I said at the other time. I told you about where I was born. I'm pretty sure it does. When I was in Canmore, did I meet Alice's sister Elizabeth? And unfortunately, Alice, no, I didn't meet your sister. She was being good and staying home. She didn't feel like venturing out into the middle of the pastures, out into the forest where the farmer kept me. So it would have been nice to meet her, but she was staying home that day. How did I get started in online programming? Well, that's a pretty fun question. Well, back when I was in Watrous, just grazing in a field, I heard some kids talking about how they were taking classes at the Great Plains College in Swift Current. And I thought, boy, well, that sounds great because I like plains. And if this is a Great Plains, it's going to be a good college to go to. So I go there, and it turns out there's no grass really at the Great Plains College. But they got me kind of started into this online video stuff, and now here I am. And I took a class for a year, and they had a donkey scholarship, so it didn't even cost me nothing. Next question was, what are my future career plans? Am I going to stay in entertainment, or would I consider being a work donkey? No, I used to be a work donkey for a little while, plowing some fields and doing that kind of stuff. But it was hard work, and I much more enjoy talking to the children and all that fun stuff and being in Sunday school and church. So I'm going to stick with this for a little while at least. And I'm going to stay. This is just a really good career path for me, I think. Do I use any stage makeup or hair products? Nope. No, I am au naturel. This is just my look. However, do I groom myself? Yeah, I brush my fur in the mornings, get that nice smooth look going, and just look nice for the kids. And have I ever done a fashion shoot? Well, you can see I've never done a fashion shoot, but boy, do I enjoy dressing up. Am I single or married? Nope, I'm single. No wife, no kids. I think I'm a little young in donkey years still to be married. Just 6, so I'm just going to keep, doing my thing as a single donkey. I'm not sure who's asking that. Maybe if somebody knows any prospective lady donkeys out there that you were thinking of. I don't know, but here I am, just me by myself. I hang out with Joel a lot. Do I have a favorite song? Oh, yeah, I do. My favorite song is Our God is an Awesome God. And, I just love that song. And finally, what's the hardest thing I've ever done? Well, I think the hardest thing I've ever done was back when I was a work donkey. I got hooked up to a plow, and I had to plow an entire field all by myself. And boy, was I tired after that. That was a hard day of work, and that's kind of what I thought I might not like being a work donkey anymore. I might like getting into entertainment and children's stuff. So here I am. And yeah, those were all the questions. Thank you to everybody who gave me a question. This is going to end our ComBap Update Clopper edition. And so everybody have a great week, and God bless you. And it's been great to be here. Bye. Hee-haw, hee-haw.